Good morning, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for October 3rd, 2014, around 5:57 in the morning. The sun's going to be coming out in about an hour, and it's supposed to be sun and clouds, highs in the mid-60s. Tomorrow, just more of the same, but rain showers at night, and Sunday's going to be the pick of the weekend. Some news to report in the American League Division Series. The Baltimore Orioles beat the Detroit Tigers by a score of 12-4 to take a 1-0 series lead. The Orioles exploded for 8 runs in the 8th inning, got to the Detroit bullpen, which is the Tigers' Achilles heel, and the Oriole Park in Camden Yards was rocking last night. Those teams will face off again at 12:07 on TBS. And also in the other American League Division Series, the Kansas City Royals beat the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim by the score of 3-2 in 11 innings to take a 1-0 lead. And that game's on tonight at 9:37 on TBS. Game 2, and also the National League Division Series starts today. The San Francisco Giants against Washington Nationals, and St. Louis Cardinals against Los Angeles Dodgers. Both games will be on Fox Sports 1. And that's about it on that. And my next subject is the top 10 greatest game show announcers of all time. This is the game show's announcers that are the best of the best of the best. They do the announcing when the game show's being taped, and when it's on the air, they do the voiceover work, like the voiceover work for that. And this is the best of the best of the best. And now here's the top 10 list of all time of the greatest game show announcers of all time. Number 10 on the all-time list is Burton Richardson. Burton Richardson has called such game shows as the 1990 version To Tell the Truth on NBC, the 1994 version of The New Price is Right for syndication hosted by Doug Davison, Family Feud for about 12 years, and the 2000 to 2002 version To Tell the Truth on syndication hosted by John O'Hurley. Also won Tuition for GSN and Family Game Night for the Hub, and he also was the announcer for the Arsenio Hall late night talk show from 1989 through 1994. He comes in at number 10. Number 9 on the all-time list of greatest game show announcers of all time, Rich Fields. Rich was the announcer of The Price is Right for about 7 years, from 2003 to 2010. He's done some work for Wheel of Fortune, being the current announcer. Also, he was a weather meteorologist for the local CBS station in Los Angeles. He comes in at number 9. Number 8 on the all-time list of the greatest game show announcers of all time, Kenny Williams. Kenny was the announcer for all of the Mel Healer, Robert Quigley game shows such as the Hollywood Squares, Gambit, High Rollers, and others. And he worked for one good time game show he announced in the 50s, Two for the Money. He passed away 30 years ago, but he was one of the greatest game show announcers. He basically worked for one production group except one game show. He comes in at number 8. Number 7 on the all-time list of greatest game show announcers, Johnny Jacobs. Johnny Jacobs mainly called many of the game shows produced by Chuck Barris, like The Dating Game, Newlywed Game, Treasure Hunt, Parent Game, The Game, and The Gone Show, and $198 Beauty, among others. Plus, he was the announcer for other game shows like The Joker's Wild and Break the Bank and a couple of others. And he was also an announcer for one of Groucho's comedy shows. He comes in at number 7. Number 6 on the all-time list of greatest game show announcers of all time, Jay Stewart. Jay Stewart was known for being a long-time announcer for Let's Make a Deal. He actually participated in several of the song stunts and helped out with Monty Hall as well, putting down like pricing items and stuff. He also was an announcer for other game shows like The Joker's Wild, Tic-Tac-Toe, Bullseye, Sale of the Century, and Scrabble, among others. comes in at number 6, number 5 on the all-time list of greatest game show announcers of all time. Charlie O'Donnell. Charlie Lee O'Donnell was known for being the announcer for Wheel of Fortune. Plus, he also called many other game shows, including The Joker's Wild Tic-Tac-Toe, Bullseye, Hot Potato, the $25,000 Pyramid, and lots of others. He was also the announcer of American Bandstand back in the 1960s. He comes in at number 5. Number 4 on the all-time list of greatest game show announcers of all time, Johnny Gilbert. Johnny Gilbert has been the announcer for Jeopardy for over 30 years, and he's also done many other game shows, including a $25,000 Pyramid, that $100,000 Pyramid Supermarket Sweep, Chain Reaction, and many others. He comes in at number 4. Number 3 on the all-time list of the greatest game show announcers of all time, Roddy. Rod was the announcer for The Price is Right for 17 years, from 1986 to 2003, and also he was the announcer for Press Your Luck and a few others, and also he was the narrator for the classic TV sitcom Soap for 4 years when it ran on the air for ABC. He comes in at number 3. Number 2 on the all-time list of the greatest game show announcers of all time, Gene Wood. Gene Wood was famous for announcing Family Feud for like the Richard Dawson version and the Ray Combs version. Plus, he was the announcer for other game shows, including Card Sharks, Password Plus, Classic Concentration, Child's Play, and a few others. He comes in at number 2. And the number 1 game show greatest game show announcer of all time. He's famous for saying, "Come on down." Johnny Olsen. Johnny Olsen was famous for being the announcer for The Price is Right from 1972 until his passing away in 1985. And he coached so many other game shows. He was probably the best game show announcer of all time. The other ones he called was What's My Line, To Tell the Truth, I Got a Secret, Match Game, Now You See It, Tattletales, Body Language, and a few others. He was the best game show announcer of all time, and that's what he was famous for, saying "come on down" after his passing away. Other Price is Right announcers said his famous quote, "come on down," and he's the one he originated, and he was the greatest of doing it. And now that's about it on that. I'll be back later on in the day for at least 2 more video vlogs, which will be about ESPN2 and former Major League Baseball player Adam Dunn. Have a good day, Facebook friends and YouTube followers. Bye.